If there are tons of hot holiday trends you want to buy into this year, but you're not quite sure which ones are hot and which ones are not, and how to do it affordably, this is the video to watch. Hello, my name is KB. I'm your interior design fairy godmother, and I've partnered today with Lowe's to talk about all of the holiday trends in 2024. Before we get into today's video, I'd love it if you smash that subscribe button, but let's talk these trends. Trend number one is vintage inspired. So this obviously makes sense. People are loving the vintage inspired in every other part of the home. Of course, it's going to apply to the holiday season as well. I think primarily though, we're going to see this in the color schemes that we have on trees. So of course, we've seen a lot of like Candyland themed trees recently, black trees. Black was a big trend last year, black and brown, but I don't think we're gonna see as much of that this year. We're going to see green, blue, red, the same colors that you kind of think of when you think of like quintessential Christmas. Those are going to be the colors that you're seeing at every major store right now. The best way to kind of bring this trend into your home is to use some ribbon. Ribbon is kind of like the interior design secret weapon when it comes to the holiday season, because the ribbon color you choose is going to kind of set the tone for the entire home. So if you want to introduce a little bit of blue or a little bit of green, get green ribbon. Use that to, adhere your wreaths to your door. Add it as a way to adhere your existing ornaments onto your tree. This is a great way to add in a little bit of that color without really having to buy new statement pieces. The next interior design trend, and it's gonna get a whole category of its own, is the color reds. But red is kind of coming back full force for this holiday season. Red is such a powerful color. It's such an engaging, exciting color. And I'm really excited that we're gonna see this in the holiday space. Of course, we've already seen this in other aspects of interior design. There's been a lot of color drenching with burgundy and wine colors in powder rooms and libraries and smaller offshoots of the home. And I think it's going to trickle in when it comes to Christmas decor as well. So as I said, we're gonna see that via ribbon, but I think another way to do this is via your ornaments. Because again, it's just so much easier to buy new ornaments or no ribbon than to buy a whole new tree. So I personally, I want to keep my tree a little bit more sleek. This is one of the pencil trees I have, and we'll talk about that trend a little bit later on, but I actually like to put ornaments in unexpected places. So I will put them in a pedestal bowl. I will attach them to like a little candelabra that I have year round. I might even attach them to my light fixtures and turn them into a little Christmas kind of show. I'm going to put ornaments in places that are a little bit unexpected because one, it allows me to kind of free up my Christmas tree and really dedicate my Christmas tree to one particular style, but it also allows me to have Christmas cheer in a way that isn't so overt and in your face, because I think that looks a little bit more sophisticated. And given my line of work, I decorate for the holiday season starting in October. So I feel like if I didn't get creative with how I displayed my ornaments, I'd be really tired of Christmas by the time December 25th rolls around. And if you're loving any of the products I've shared so far in today's video, you can actually pick them all up at Lowe's. And I do want to say thanks again to Lowe's for sponsoring today's video. Lowe's is one of the most convenient places for everyday shopping. They offer free in-store pickup, so order online or using their mobile app and then you can pick up that item in store for free. Lowe's also offers free shipping, so you can save time and money when you place an order over $45 and you will get free shipping on eligible items. And probably my favorite feature about Lowe's is the same day delivery. If you place an order online or in the mobile app before 2 p.m., you can actually have it delivered same day for eligible in-stock items. And of course, Lowe's does have their low price guarantee, so you're going to see competitive low prices every day online and in store. And at Lowe's, the Black Friday sales are already here. You can shop Black Friday sales from 10/31 to 11/27 online and in store at Lowe's. And as I said, they already have their low price guarantee, so you're gonna find competitive prices no matter what. And to shop any of the Lowe's items I share in today's video, you can click the links down in my description box. I'll also pin them in the comments, and you can scan this QR code right here. And see, I just mentioned putting my Christmas decor in atypical places, and I think that's also a huge trend this year. People are getting more creative with how they display Christmas in the home, because again, everyone loves a big, massive Christmas tree, but you normally have one in the home. How do you have little bits of holiday cheer all throughout the space? It could be something as simple as having maybe like a little train on your nightstand, or hanging a wreath over your mirrors in your bedroom. Maybe you have like mirrors on each side. attaching a little wreath that way. You can attach one of like these Lowe's wreaths using that ribbon I talked about and just suspend it around your mirror so that you have a little bit of that holiday cheer. You can hang your ornaments on pendants. You can use them in pedestals like I just mentioned. It can be really simple. It can also be just as simple as switching out a pillow cover to a red or a green or a blue, kind of like the colors I mentioned already, and putting one of those on your sofa as opposed to having your normal neutral ones. The very next interior design trend that you're going to see a lot of in 2024 is the use of colorful lights. Oh my gosh, there was like this long stretch of time where people only use white lights. And yeah, I do have white lights on behind me, but there's something so magical about all of the colors being reflected around the house during the holiday season. So you're gonna see blue lights, you're gonna see green lights, you're gonna see all of the different lights in the rainbow. And don't forget, you can also always use smart light bulbs. So you can use smart light bulbs up in your track lighting, in your lamps to also infuse holiday cheer. So set them to a red, set them to a green, set them to a blue, instead of using that normal white light or yellow light to have that holiday spirit. And again, I did speak about like the vintage inspired items, so don't be afraid to get those Christmas lights that are more teardrop in shape and are kind of older in design. They're a little bit more bulbous and they do scream vintage a little bit more than the ones that you're naturally inclined to pick up. I think you can mix and match both of them for a really sophisticated look. And my all-time favorite interior design trend, I've been doing this for years, but it hasn't been super popular, but it is putting your holiday trees in vessels. So that's what I did here. This is a Christmas tree from Lowe's. I love this one because it's a nice sleek pencil tree. I love a slim tree because I love tall trees, but when trees get taller, they tend to get wider and we don't always have space for that. And we want to be able to live with our holiday decor comfortably. So I love a sleek tree like this. This one is pre-lit, but putting it in a vessel, so using it in a planter that you use for any other real or faux tree is a great way to modernize it a little bit and make it, again, feel like a cohesive unit with the rest of your home, because sometimes your Candyland tree just doesn't naturally integrate itself with your home otherwise. So this is a great way to kind of transition it into a space. And that brings us to our next trend, which is just smaller, lower profile trees. I think they're going to be a lot more common because it allows you to be a little bit more versatile with your decor. You can put one of these on an accent table, above your kitchen cabinets, on your dining table. And when we are decorating, I also want you to remember that you should have a good way of hiding all of those cords. I think cords are like the bane of the holiday existence because they can look really awful and really ruin a design. So make sure you're having some type of socket that sits flush with the wall and allows you to push back your Christmas decor so that it isn't impeding your walkway. And the very last holiday trend I want to talk about is the Woodland Creature. I never thought Woodland Creatures would have a moment, but they're having a huge comeback this year. I think, again, it has to do with that vintage element. So the little foxes, the little birdies, add those organic elements in like the browns, in the taupes, in those colors that are going to pair well with those colors I said are trending. Add those in for a little bit of earthiness to make it feel a little bit more cozy. I think it is just allowing you to have decor that isn't just an ornament or isn't just light. It's making the trees a little bit more interesting to look at because there's so many different vignettes. Those are the 2024 holiday trends to try. Which one are you going to try out? Be sure to let me know down in the comments. If you want to shop any of the Lowe's products I shared in today's video, just click the links down in my description box or scan this QR code. Again, the Lowe's Black Friday savings event is going on from 10/31 to 11/27, so be sure to shop online or head to your local Lowe's. Until next time, have a beautiful day.